Welcome back to 843 TV. We are now joined by the Executive Director of the Literacy Volunteers of the Lowcountry, Jean Heyduck. How are you?
Good, thanks. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely, thanks for being here. So, the name kind of tells what it is, but tell us about your mission and the things that you guys do on a daily basis at Literacy Volunteers.
Well, our mission is to equip adults with the reading, writing, speaking, and math skills they need to become more self-reliant and successful at work, at home, and in our communities. We offer essentially 3 basic programs. One of them is basic literacy, and that's for adults who speak English fluently but may struggle with reading and comprehension and writing and math and that sort of thing. We also offer a pre-GED program, and this is for individuals who want to get their GED but may not be quite prepared yet. We have people come into our office who say, I want to get my GED, and then we test them, and they may be at like the 5th or 6th grade level in their reading and writing. So we'll get them ready and so they can transition easily into an adult education class or one of the GED programs offered through the Presbyterian churches. And then our 3rd program is our English language program, and that is for individuals, adults, who don't speak English fluently, and those are usually in small classrooms. We have about 7 locations in Beaufort County, so we're pretty convenient for people to come and take classes with us. 3 in Hilton Head, 3 in Bluffton, and 1 in Beaufort. And we serve adults only. We get a lot of questions about that, but I used to say we served adults from 18 to 80, but we've had, in the last 2 years, 2 individuals who have come to us. One was 86 and one was 82.
Wow.
So it's never too late to learn.
Right.
And we do all of this with a core of about 135 volunteer tutors that we train in how to teach adults.
And are most of your students? Do you call them students, or
we call them students? Yep.
Are they? Is English a second language primarily, or is it a good mix?
We have a mix. We have probably about 1/3 of our students are basic literacy students, and 2/3 are English language students.
Okay, gotcha.
And we served, actually last year, we had students from 46 different countries that came to us. So it's pretty
diverse
global.
area.
Yeah, it really
diverse.
is. It's interesting.
Cool.
Jean, why is the mission of your organization very important to Beaufort County? Will people be surprised? I think people will be surprised about how many people do come to you.
Yeah, we have about 600 students this year.
Wow.
I don't think people really understand the impact that adult low literacy has on a lot of different things. People who don't read well tend to struggle finding employment. I think low literacy costs the U.S. economy about $225 billion a year through things like lost wages, unemployment, government assistance. In addition, crime and low literacy tend to sort of have an association because about 60 to 70% of inmates in state and federal prisons are considered functionally illiterate.
Wow.
In addition, healthcare costs. Low literacy adds about $230 billion in the U.S. to healthcare costs every year because people who don't read well have a hard time following doctor's instructions or reading their prescription bottles. They tend to either underutilize or overutilize healthcare, which increases the cost for all of us. And there's a lot of cost shifting in healthcare.
I don't think people understand the true impact of it.
Right. Well, and I think really the thing that really is probably the most important to me is the fact that low adult literacy really impacts childhood literacy. There's a big push right now with children in reading. If they're not reading at the 3rd grade level, by the time they're in 3rd grade, they tend to not be able to catch up. But if a child grows up in a household where the adult isn't reading, they're starting school without knowing their numbers or their letters, so they're already disadvantaged.
Correct.
And then when they start bringing homework home and the parent can't help them with it, they continue to fall behind.
That adds a whole nother dynamic.
Homework gets hard really bad.
Yeah. Well, and it's really interesting. A statistic is that the largest indicator of a child's success in school is the educational level of the mother. So there's really a lot of
I can totally understand that.
Yeah.
Jean, it seems like you're kind of a hub, and if you can stop that problem or improve those skills, that it kind of knocks off a whole ripple effect of other social and economic issues.
Exactly. And that's why we're all kind of impacted by this.
Who knew?
So Jean, this is a big year for literacy volunteers, and it sounds like that you're trying to solve all the world's problems, which is an amazing feat. So tell me about what's going on this year.
Well, we are actually celebrating our 40th anniversary this year.
Wow, I had no idea. Wow,
Yeah,
that's
I think we're
fabulous.
actually one of the oldest nonprofits in the Lowcountry.
Sure.
We opened our doors in 1973, and from what I've read, we served about 12 adults that year. And as I said, this year we're serving 600. So you can see, yeah, you can see that there is still
And
really
such a need.
Yeah, there's about 11% of the population, adult population in Beaufort County, is considered functionally illiterate, and that's
a pretty big percentage.
Yeah, about over 10,000 individuals. So this year we're really celebrating the fact that we've been serving the community for so long. We have a number of events happening this year. We just had our Cooks and Books event.
It's a great event.
And yeah, we had about 900 people
You have a
show up
huge
to
turnout for that.
Yeah,
I
it's a
know
great
that
event.
Cooks and Books is huge.
We could not do it without our core of Friends of Literacy, which is a volunteer group that helps us put it on. And then we just had a jazz brunch at the Jazz Corner this past Sunday. And we're having another one on April 6th. Bob Masteller's jazz quartet is playing. You know, it's a pretty small little intimate venue. So we're still selling tickets to their April 6th event. So if anybody wants to buy tickets to that, they can. They can call our office at 815-6616, and I think there should be something on the bottom of the screen. That's the number. And tickets are $65 a piece, and we'd love to have people come out and help us celebrate our 40th anniversary.
So people can buy the tickets to your events, but as a business, if they also want to contribute to that, they can donate gift certificates.
Definitely.
Which is a huge
We're
help.
always looking for volunteer help, and we're also looking for financial help. So if people want to make a donation, they can make a donation. If companies want to offer a corporate sponsorship or gift certificates, we're always looking for those sort of things for our special
And what
events.
phone number would they call to do that?
That would be 815-6616.
All right. Well, thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you.
We've enjoyed
Appreciate
having
it.
you. And stay with us. We'll be right back with more 843 TV.